The Enhanced Input Creation Toolkit plugin for Unreal Engine was developed by the 99 Interactive to assist developers with streamlining the process of migrating to and working with Unreal Engine's Enhanced Input system. This toolkit empowers developers by migrating legacy axis and action mappings to the Enhanced Input system by creating the required input actions and input mapping contexts while maintaining the original projects and key bindings, generate mapping context from existing input actions, and create predefined input templates for common game types. Let's see how this works in action. To migrate a project from the legacy axis and actions mappings to the Enhanced Input system, first we need to have a project that is using the legacy axis and actions mapping. In this example, we will use the Character Interaction project by Ziegert. We can see that this project is currently using the legacy axis and actions mappings. Next, we need to make sure that the Enhanced Input plugin is enabled. We also need to make sure that the Enhanced Input Creation Toolkit plugin is enabled. If this is your first time enabling the plugin, you will have to restart your project. Next, to migrate, we will select Tools and head down to the Enhanced Input Creation Toolkit section of the menu, and we will select Migrate Legacy Input Actions. From here, we need to create a folder that is going to contain the Enhanced Input and let the plugin do the migration work for us. Upon completion, our Enhanced Input folder will contain the actions and the mapping files that are required for this project, with the key bindings being mirrored from the original project settings. The Enhanced Input Creation Toolkit plugin also provides for the ability to create your mapping context from a folder that contains your input actions. Let's say, for example, that you've already gone through and created your input actions in any given project. However, you haven't yet created your mapping context. If we are going to do this manually, we have to create the input mapping context file and then enter all of the input action mappings and set the key bindings manually. This is a time-consuming process. Our tool is able to handle this by going into creating a mapping context from input actions folder. What this allows us to be able to do is select the input action folder that contains the input actions, select the output folder that will contain the input mapping context, and then we can set a name. Now our mapping context is created and all of the input actions have been added for us. However, with this method, we don't have the ability to have the key bindings already set for us, so you'll simply have to go through and select what keys you want to be able to have for everything that's in here. Lastly, the toolkit also has the ability to create predefined input templates for common game types. To do this, we simply have to select Tools and go down to the Enhanced Input Templates and select the various template that we wish to have in our project. Once we have it selected, we select the folder, and then we can execute and create the input actions and the mappings that we have set for our default template. Default template does come with key bindings. These templates give you a great starting point that you can then customize for your specific game. The Enhanced Input Creation Toolkit saves you significant time when working with Unreal Engine's Enhanced Input system. Whether you're migrating from legacy axis and action mappings, creating mapping context from existing actions, or starting fresh with template-based input setups, this plugin makes the process faster and more efficient.